Okay. Welcome to Tales of Brazil. In this channel, we tell the history of Brazil through a conservative point of view, in the form of small tales. In the first 4 chapters of this channel, that I call Season 1, I will tell you a tale of Democratic Brazil. This is the prologue, where I tell briefly the story of Brasil Republic, where we will see where in the timeline Democratic Brazil is. I will then list the 3 freedoms I consider essential for any healthy democracy, and in the next 3 videos I will tell you the state of each freedom. So let's begin. Brasil Republic comes after Brazil Empire. It was declared by the military, so the Republic Brazil starts with a 5-year period where the military started the republic. Then we had a 36-year period called the oligarchical republic. Okay? The oligarchical republic had the focus on the agro industry and the infrastructure needed for it, but didn't mind about a bigger industry or sophisticated infrastructure, right? So taking in mind that Brazil did not had his industrial revolution yet, and wanting to advance Brazil with the best of wishes, right? But with a fascist mindset. The fascism comes from the Marxist point of view. It's the implementation of the Marxism, actually. And in Brazil comes from Italy. We had Italy as inspiration, right? So the fascist Getúlio Vargas took power in a revolution in the 30s, right? And he started a period called the New State, where he consolidated the power behind a really strong federal government. Every liberty, every law, everything was at that time was strongly behind a federal government, right? And to know what a fascist is, you have to know the motto. The motto created by Mussolini. This motto is: everything should be for the state. Nothing should be out or against the state. Right? After that, and deepening the policies with an even stronger crony capitalism, right? With lots of industries starting from the government, right? We had the Populist Republic. The Populist Republic, just like any other South American and actually some Asian countries at that time, the mid-1960s, ended up with a flirt or with a marriage with the communism, right? Brazil isn't different. We had congressmen declaring themselves communists, and we had a Congress that was analyzing, ending up with the private property. Okay, so the Congress made a coup d'état where they took power from the president, and then the people they made a manifesto called the Family March with God for Freedom. That manifesto was in that manifesto they were asking for the military to stop the communists. So what happened next? The military ruled for 21 years. So in the mid-80s, they didn't change much of the law, right? They made a revision in the constitution, but that was about it. They just like in many other South American military rules, they went behind those communists. The communists went to other countries, and they came back in the mid-80s, where the militaries declared we should have a direct vote for president, right? So there started the Democratic Brazil. And Tancredo Neves was the first president. He was ministry to Getúlio Vargas, right? The fascist. And he died, and his vice president took the government in the first day, right? He died before taking the power. So, and this Democratic Brazil already has 36 years, or now he is going to be longer than the first period of democracy in Brazil. That was the old republic, the oligarchical republic, right? The rule of law here was mainly created during the first presidency of José Sarney in the 1988 Constitution. It is a huge constitution. It's 20 times as bigger as American, right? So it rules lots of things. And the main highlight here of this constitution is that it added lots of benefits guaranteed in paper, but without actually telling how those benefits would be delivered, right? I shouldn't tell you what happens when you promise something without having the means to deliver it. And now I should tell you about the 3 freedoms, where to each of them I will make another video to tell how was it built during those periods and how is it now. Yes. So the first one is the economic freedom in Brazil. Yes. So from the history, you should see that it's not in really good shape, but I will detail how is it right now. And I will tell you about the guaranteed right to self-defend. This picture is from the Second Amendment, the American one. I wish we had one like that, right? It's a really important right to guarantee freedom, especially in case of we have bad politicians, right? And then we have the guaranteed right to free speech. So these freedoms talk to each other, they support each other, they create actually it's a framework, right? That's really common in the modern countries. Yes. And I will tell the status of each one in Brazil. In my vision, I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative person. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you came this far and want to see these other videos, please click on subscribe and click on the bell button, right? Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.